Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a giant bag to unbox. This is full of Kizer products. So this is the June releases from Kizer. I believe they drop on the 11th. So I'm just going to cut in here. We'll count them, and then we'll unbox them. Let's see. Seems to be quite a few. Using the Baby Barlow in Jade G10. Okay, I got a healthy stack here. This knife is excellent, by the way. So let's just start with this big ass one. Probably a fixed blade, and then we have what, 6 more. Now usually they send me like 2 of each thing if they have different versions. So we'll see what everything is in here. I'll probably end up passing around a bunch of these and giving away a bunch. You know the deal. A crushed box here. Doesn't bother me one bit. Well, unless I can't open it. Yeah. So, looks like a fixed... Oh, is this that giant ass knife that I was seeing? I mean, it's got to be big, right? But no, it's not the big one. Not the one I was thinking anyway. Ooh, this is kind of weird. Why would you put it in that way? Right? Why wouldn't you put it in with the blade coming out of the... It's just kind of weird to me. So, I don't know where that tip went. Let me grab the sheath. There's got to be a sheath under here. There we go. There it is. All right. Man, this box got wrecked, dude. Try to keep that in there so I don't lose it. All right. So, this must be another one of the Styles designs? Yes. They're doing a ton of designs with this Jonathan Styles. It's awesome. Choke up right here. Ooh, that's nice. This might be my favorite one of his designs so far. Seems to have some kind of lanyard deal here. I don't know what that's for, but the choke up grip is really nice. Got a crazy looking Bowie sort of clip point, nice and sharp. D2 steel, so yeah, same kind of line of knives that we saw last month. What was that one called? The K-Box. There was the K-Box and the, damn, it started with an EL, I think. Elgin? I think that's it. Ugh. Man. There we go. Does not want to thumb out. Straight. Yeah, okay. You got to kind of push it down as you do it. If you just do this, it wants to lock it up. Hear that? You got to be on this angle. But I'm sure you'd get used to that. Very cool looking design. Lanyard area back here as well. Full tang design. I really like the choil. You don't see many fixed blades with a finger choil, and I think it's just as comfortable as on a folder, so very cool. All right, so that is, oh yeah, we don't know the name. Let's look. That is the Suez, or the Suez. Suez? I don't know. I believe he's Canadian, so I don't know if he has any French connection, so to speak. There we go. I'll run through the Vanguard sort of ones. I can tell by the box being like this. This is the Kobold 2 again. Okay, I had one of these already. This is in 4V aluminum. Okay. That is interesting and cool at the same time. I did like this knife. I just felt like it was a little thick and big for me. That's what she said, for reals. But that's how I felt. Like, it was a little bit thick and big for me personally. see if I have room here to put all these. Kind of running out of space. Got a lot of loaners in apparently. Let me move some of my stuff back here. Oh, I should have space. I just have like a bunch of shit in right now, so it's just a little more difficult, that's all. No big deal. Move that down. Move that back. Should be good. Alright. So here's the Cobalt 2 in aluminum. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, the first one I had a bit of a softer detent. This is snappy. Very snappy. That's nice. Got a little bit of stick there. So let's just see if I take a little bit of alcohol. Get that liquefied. So this is a hard anodized aluminum. It's actually really nice. Almost looks like PVD titanium, you know. It's got some weight to it because it has a steel liner in here. It has a whole like frame lock in there. It doesn't drop shut quite like the version I tried last month, but I like that. Personally, I want it to have this detent versus having a guillotine. So I will take that trade-off any day of the week. That reverse flick is money, and it almost has a ting to it. Oh, that's sweet. So that's the Cobalt 2. Yeah, I like this version a little better. This one does have a black wash on 4V steel, which is very, very cool. You're going to get that really nice toughness and edge retention, and you're not going to have to worry about the corrosion resistance. This is definitely the Cobalt 2 that I've liked the most. I've only handled a couple, but really like this guy right here. So that's the Cobalt 2. Keep the streak going. We'll use these. Big guy, right? See if we have another Cobalt in here. Dirk Pinkerton Escort in 154 cm, micarta, and clutch lock. So I actually have been wanting to handle one of these and just haven't had the opportunity yet. Now they're using this burlap micarta. I gotta say, my initial feedback on this burlap is I don't like it very much. It's the same burlap they had on something else last month. I think it was an Aggressor, maybe. Can't remember which model. It might have been the Boo Guy. But just trying to close that. There's just something about it that looks a little funky to me. It looks like gray. It kind of looks like poop. Not trying to be like rude or anything. And I don't mean like it looks like shit. I mean like it kind of actually looks like poop. And yes, it has a stench to it, but that's pretty normal for micarta coming out of the box like that. If you oil it, it does look a little bit better. It darkens up a little bit, but it's still kind of a weird micarta. I would much prefer if they use some of their other micartas that they do very well. But anyway, the design is very cool. Just a straight drop point blade, comfortable in the hands. Another kind of thick boy, to be honest. Yeah, a little bit thick. They tend to do that though. This has the clutch lock, so you can actually take the scales off and then just adjust the tension on it, which is really nice because this feels pretty good. It's set right now to, yeah, it's hard to tell. It doesn't look like the lowest setting or anything. It looks like the second notch down. So I think you could get this quite a bit stronger. I'm not going to mess with that right now. If I do a full review on the model, I will probably tune it up a little bit first, but still fires really well with those thumb studs. Pretty good, right? So that is the clutch lock on the Escort, Dirk Pinkerton Escort. So those are both models they've had out before. See if we have any new models in here. Ooh, yeah, we have the Coniferous V from Justin Greenwich. Never heard of that person. And I didn't look at the finish, so that'll be cool. Get a fresh look. Ah, okay, so this is a sort of more normal micarta, and yeah, I would take this micarta over that burlap all day. I just think there's something about that burlap I'm not in love with. Whoa, what is going on here? This is cool, but also weird. So we have a liner lock with a titanium frame. I think that's titanium. And then the steel underneath is grabbing it. So hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure that's titanium. This is weird, right? Cool looking knife overall. It's got a good design. Oh yeah, very ergonomic in the hand. Wow, I actually really like that. Nice. It's got a thinness to it on this one. Oh, this would have been a sick hollow grind, but it's good as is in the flat grind. Justin Greenwich, I'm not sure how you say that. Coniferous V, Kizer, 154, and then so you guys obviously see that. That is not a front flipper, top flipper. That, as I take it, is some kind of glass breaker or skull crusher. Doesn't stick out very far though, so it's kind of useless in my opinion. Looks like you do have a front flipper, right? No, you can't use that as a front flipper because it's such a strong detent. Because you have a flipper tab. So we have a sort of useless spike and then a pretty much useless front flipper. I mean, maybe somebody could get it, but I can't. Interesting choice there. But overall, it's a very cool design. I really like this clip. Just a loop over sort of. It looks like an MXG gear clip, right? It's really nice. I don't understand the choice of micarta on this side and titanium on this side. Other than to save a few bones, this would be much better if it was fully titanium or fully micarta. I'm one of the people who does not love a one-sided knife, so to speak. And usually it's because there's a frame lock, like on this Quiet Carry Drift LC, you have this G10 show side and then this lock side, but it's because there's a frame lock. They couldn't get the G10 over there, right? On this knife, you don't have that problem. You have the liner lock, so why not just go full tie or full micarta? It's kind of odd. But the action's really good. I like the design. I like the detent. The lock bar access, there's plenty of it there. You get hit by the flipper pretty early, so you gotta either come down here and try to miss it, which it doesn't seem like you can. Reverse flick's okay. It's kind of tight there, but you can get it. Left-handed though, no frame lock, so I can reverse flick, thumb flick, and flipper flip, no problem. Yeah, I really like this design. Very good Slurpee Saver grip. We haven't tried these other ones. Let's see. The Escort in the Slurpee Saver mode. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. The Cobalt. Oh, man, you hear that? Not so much. Just a little too big for my hand. This grip's actually not too bad. So, reverse Talon Raptor grip works pretty well. Yeah, I really like this knife, actually. I would probably want to chop that thing off and that thing off just so I'm not tempted. But, you know, they don't really get in the way or anything. The action on it is really good. Centering's good. Detent, money. Liner lock, on point. Yeah, very cool. All right, so that is the Coniferous V. We have one more sort of Vanguard series knife, and then we have two in the premium packaging. Here's another Escort in micarta. So hopefully a different micarta. Yeah, okay. So this one's in a black micarta, which is nice. Now, I thought this knife already released a while ago, but maybe these are new versions, different steels, I don't know. Yeah, this is more my style right here, and it is a black wash, which is very nice. Escort 154 cm. Yeah, this is my speed right here. I much prefer this over this. Now, I don't mind the stonewash and everything. I just don't like this micarta very much. I love this micarta. Nice linen-y micarta. Both feel great, though. Centered. Oh, man, that's nice. I would adjust the spring on that. You don't even need to, honestly. Maybe for the reverse flick. But very nice drop point blade, man. I really dig this blade shape. Can you flick that fuller? Ooh! Never mind. You don't even need to worry about the, the spring. Now I can't do it. I did it once really well. Huh. Weird. Right-handed? Okay. All right. Not happening again. Now I can't even flick knives. All right, so that's cool. And we have whatever this is. I wonder if one of them will be a Veritas from Kvist. This is from Jonathan Stiles, the TTAN. So let's just see if the other one happens to be a Veritas, because then I want to open this last. I really wanted to check out the one from Damon. And we have a Veritas. I really wanted to check out the one from Damon that they launched at the show. Forget what it's called, but really like that one. Here we go. Got another Veritas in. So the first one was sent in by Jacob, and he wanted me to pass that around. So that is currently going around pass around. So it's kind of cool. Now I have one to do whatever with. Let's check it out. Let's see how similar they are. You have that really nice filler tab. Ooh, dead nuts on it. Clip feels good. Let's see, lefty flick. A little tighter. Oh, there's no play at all on this one. So the other one had a bit of play, and yeah, I had to put skiffs in it to get it to not have play with good action. This one, I'm thinking might just break in and be good to go. So let me put some, I mean, I could still put skiffs in if I wanted to, but the skiffs did make it slightly off center, so I prefer to just leave it alone if I can. Get the flick back like that. Front flip like that. Reverse flick's good. I think the detent's a little stronger on this one too, which I like. Reverse flick works really well, lefty. Very good. Yeah, the Veritas is a sweet one, guys. I know Jacob brought a bunch to Blade Show, and he sold out pretty quick on those. So that was a very good sign for him. I'm glad to see it. And these are dropping on the 11th. So, yeah, I might just need to tune this one in a little bit. It's just a little tight, so kind of prefer it that way, though, to be honest. And they did a great job matching that. It's beautiful. All right, so let's check out this last one. It's from Jonathan Styles again, the TTAN. I think I saw this at Blade Show, perhaps. Ooh. That looks interesting. I think I did handle this at the show. Or did I handle it at the dinner? They had some knives like chained to the wall. It was really fun. I kind of remember this one with the inlay on the... I don't know. Oh. Come on now. The lock bar is very light. So it has great action, but it's a very weak detent. See that? Yeah. Studs? Oh, yeah, the studs fire. Nice reverse flick on those too. Lefty thumb flick. Lefty reverse flick. Yeah, the flipper tab's very, it's leaving a lot to be desired, I'll say. Because, you know, it's a giant flipper tab. You should have tons of leverage on a giant flipper tab like that. You need to have mad detent on that. But it's very weak for that. It doesn't feel weak in general. Like, that feels really good. Again, a little bit of stick here, too. Let's see if I can clean that off. I mean, look at the details on this knife, though. I mean, they're crazy. Assuming you get one with a good detent, and honestly, I'm not sure they can go much stronger on the, because the studs are going to get uncomfortable if you go too much stronger. The design just personally doesn't make sense. Really cool geared backspacer sticking out proud here, and you have the lanyard. It's really cool, and I love this titanium or whatever inlay into the clip. That's just really cool. Very cool details. And then you have sort of a fuller inside the blade like that. This is a flat grind, so it's not going to be super thin, but it feels okay. Pretty thick stock for what it is. S35, nice blue collar. Very nicely machined right here. Kind of gives me Arius vibes, like how nice that whole handle is designed there. Again, it swings down nice. But, yeah, if you went any stronger, really, on the studs, it would work, but it would start to get uncomfortable. So that's probably why they have it the way they do. What I think they should have done is, once they realized that, because I think that's probably what happened, they realized, shit, we can't go too much stronger on the studs, otherwise they're going to be uncomfortable, and we need it stronger for the flipper tab. They should have chopped this flipper tab off, because this knife, without that flipper tab, I think would be a nice cohesive design. You'd have nice studs, right? You'd have a good detent. It would fire. Everything would work well. You wouldn't have to worry about clearing past the flipper tab to close it. And then you solve your problem where you have a weak flipper detent, because that's what you have here. Now, somebody else could argue you have a lot of leverage to just push button it, and you could just flick it, right? You don't have to pussy it and do this, right? And sure, that is a valid argument, and maybe most people would agree with that. So this is my channel. I just give you my take. It doesn't feel satisfying when I do this. Even giving it a good push, it doesn't give me like a satisfying feeling flipping it out, if that makes sense. As opposed to, say, this knife, where that is very satisfying. So they got the detent right here for both. So I think the flipper tab is just too big on this, and that makes it a little bit of a tricky situation. But I'll stop harping on it. You guys get my point. The studs are fantastic. So big props there. And the design is very cool. Ergonomic in the hand. I get a good grip there. Lefty, righty, feels good. It's a smaller size knife, right? Here is, well, this isn't going to help you, but here's the baby Barlow. Here is the relative. That might help. You can see it's a pretty small knife, right? And the Veritas. Oops. Veritas is 3 1/4. And it's quite a bit bigger than that. So I don't think that one's more than 3 inches. So she said. So hopefully that gives you an idea. Really like the design overall. Just wish they got rid of that flipper tab or dialed the detent better. So very cool. That is the TTAN. And then we have the Coniferous V. We have, of course, the Kvist Veritas collaboration with Kizer. We have 2 Escorts, one in burlap and the other in black micarta. And we have a dope Cobalt 2. Man, I really like this one. In aluminum. And I almost said M4. 4V. And then we have a fixed blade design from Styles. The what's this one called? The Suez. That's right. The Suez. So let me know what you guys think of all of these knives, because there's a heck of a lot of them on the table, and I really appreciate Kizer for sending me these knives. It's very nice of them to include me in their new product launches. And I, of course, try to return the favor. So I will pass these around. I believe I've already passed around a Cobalt and a Veritas. So I don't know what I'll do with those. Keep them, give them away, whatever. I have 2 Escorts, so I might hang on to one personally. Pass around the burlap one here to anybody who wants to check it out. So I'll probably be passing around these 2 and these 2. And then these 3, I'll figure out something on my end. But yeah, thank you to Kizer. Really appreciate you guys. If any of you have any questions, let me know. These are dropping on the 11th of June. I'm going to try to get an affiliate link from Kizer. If I can't do that, I will link these wherever I possibly can. It does help the channel if you use my links. But you, of course, do not have to do that. So you guys do whatever you want. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.